WTMA.
Expert news and views on the Lowcountry real estate scene. The Brian Beatty Real Estate Show on 1250 WTMA.
Welcome back, Charleston, to the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show here on the Big Talker, 1250 WTMA and WTMA.com. The number here in the studio is 843-556-1250. I'm here. I'm taking your calls. Would love to hear from you. Answer any questions you have about the housing market, about the process of buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Any question whatsoever, feel free to call in and you'll get in touch with John Quincy and then on the air. So 843-556-1250. And if you want to reach out to me, you want to learn more about what my team does to help people buy, sell, and invest in real estate. We'll certainly sell well over 100 homes this year, and our team is growing as well. So if you know anybody that wants to get into real estate, we'd love to have them chat with us about how we can help them get into the business and into production quickly. We've had some really great success stories with folks that joined our team, and within a very short period of time, we're selling multiple homes per month. We have agents that are selling to the tune of 5, 6, 7, 8 transactions per month. So would love to talk with anybody about that as well if they're interested in joining the team. But my number is 843-400-8009. That's my cell. You can call or text that number, 843-400-8009. Or you can go to our website, listingsincharleston.com, to learn more about my team and who we are and what we do, what we sell. Search the MLS, find out how much your home is worth. Listen to a bunch of different versions of this show. Gosh, we've got well over 300 videos on YouTube and episodes on iTunes and Google Play and Spotify. So just search the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show, and there we will be. So let's get back to this 2020 real estate market forecast and housing prediction. There's so much that I could say about this, and so many different angles that these forecasts go. I really want to just focus on the things that I think matter the most. And we, of course, already touched on pricing. But if you look at inventory really is the name of the game. You can't buy what's not for sale. And that's what I was trying to get the point across in my last segment, is that you have all these folks that want to buy, that want to move, that want to sell. They want to make a change, but they want to be able to see the path very clearly laid out in front of them before they do that. They want to see the homes that they're interested in purchasing or moving into as being available. Hopefully multiple of them, to kind of give them the reassurance that, hey, if I decide to do this and one of these homes gets kind of pulled out from underneath me, someone else makes an offer and it gets accepted, I have peace of mind that there's something else out there. Reason stands to believe that something else exists that I want to buy in order to make sense out of preparing to move. Telling our kids that we're going to be moving into a new home and that we're going to start looking at homes to purchase. I mean, there's a huge emotional, process that families go through when they decide to move homes. Anybody, first-time home buyer to empty nester and everybody in between. But, inventory continues to be the challenge. And so, as far as building new homes is concerned, I mean, builders have a reason to be cautiously optimistic, in my opinion. I mean, there's historically low interest rates have increased buying power, and it makes it more likely for potential buyers, obviously, to attain their homeownership dream. And if you look at new construction, they have been focused for years and years and years on that middle tier market. They really haven't gone after those entry level homes. That's where one of the biggest, if not the biggest, shortage of supply of housing is. And builders really haven't been catering to that, which in my opinion is a huge missed opportunity. But you have to understand why builders are doing that. If you look at Charleston, land is expensive here. Materials you can't really do much about. Labor you can't really do too much about. And if the cost of the land is price prohibitive, then yeah, you have to build a slightly larger home in order to make up your margin, in order for the whole deal to make sense. No one's out there building homes for fun. They're building them for profit. And if you look at the National Association of Home Builders, I mean, their confidence was at an all-time 20-month high, or a 20-month high just last month. And if you look at the residential construction report from the Census Bureau, their building permits are up, housing starts are up. But as far as building new homes, again, builders should be cautiously optimistic given all the pent-up demand stemming from a strong economy and, of course, lower mortgage rates and continued wage growth and all those things. But the building place still lags behind historical standards. I mean, we're still behind as far as putting new construction inventory on the market. And it's likely going to take months before we can start building at a pace that will actually support the demand. So as spring rolls around, yeah, there's going to continue to be pent-up demand for the housing market. And you've got all these folks that are going to say, you know what, we've been looking for a while and we just haven't seen what we like. So you know what? We're just going to refinance, we're going to stay, we're going to remodel. And all those people that want to move, that could be inventory for the potential buyers to buy them, are never going to be shown because they're just going to stay. They're going to refinance, they're going to remodel. That's okay. What I'm telling you, though, is that there are people, and myself included, there's several other agents out there that do a great job of this, but we all have databases, sometimes very large databases of people that represent that upcoming inventory of buyers and sellers. I mean, that's our job, right? We have, frankly, two jobs. I'm in the business of helping people buy and sell and invest in real estate, and I'm in the business of finding people to help buy, sell, and invest in real estate. And the companies out there choose an industry. Doesn't matter. The companies that are really good at marketing themselves, that have the customers, and of course have the service and the experience to back it up and provide an amazing, experience for somebody, something memorable, something that they feel like they won in, they feel safe and secure in. Those are the companies that you go to. And so if you're interested to know more about what's available right now or what could be available, I'm telling you, we have ways of sifting through data to find what we call shadow inventory. We have all these sellers that have communicated with us that have said, yeah, I would sell my home if the price was right, but I don't really want to have it on the market. I don't want to have a bunch of people walking through my house. If you bring me something reasonable, yeah, I'll probably sell my house. That's great news, but again, those people aren't on the market. You as the buyer can't find them. They're not publicly available. So you have to go to a real estate agent and somebody that is sourcing all of this information and communicating with all these people to then be able to say, hey, you'd mentioned 6 months ago that you'd sell your home if we found somebody that was interested, and we have found someone that's interested. When can we get together for them to take a look at it? And if it makes sense, make you an offer. We sell about 10 homes a year doing that, sometimes more. I think the year before that it was 18. It's out there. It happens. But you just have to raise your hand and have a conversation with somebody to say, here's what I would prefer to do. And then, of course, you have plenty of people that say, you know what, I don't want to wait around and hope that we can match these two people up. Let's put our home on the market and see what happens. And you'd be surprised at how many of those people that didn't really think they'd be selling so quickly get an almost immediate offer. Which is why we always ask, hey, if this home's sold in the next 30 days, would that be a problem for you? And we're not trying to be snarky and asking that question like, hey, when we sell this house immediately, what are you going to do next? Is that going to be such a problem that you can't move forward? So there's sometimes a little arrogance that I think is perceived in that question. But the reality is there are some things that are outside of our control. Even in this market next year, even when there's all this uncertainty in the market, you're going to have plenty of people that are in the entry-level markets and move-up markets and luxury markets that have their own set of expectations about how this process is going to go. They have, a realistic idea of what they can list their home for, how long it's going to take for them to sell, and then ultimately what that sales price is going to be. And then every once in a while, when we say, okay, well, the average days on market in your area is 90 days. So we're going to assume that this is going to take a little while. We're going to have some showings and sift through some buyers that like it, but just don't like it enough to make it their own. And then you put it on the market and you get an offer the first showing. It's luck. There is some luck involved with selling real estate. Obviously, what is the definition of luck? It's a variety of things. It's when preparation meets opportunity and all these other, clever, witty comments. But I do believe that's true. if we've done a really good job of taking professional photography and creating a really attractive looking property and product that has this, marketing is like creating a really attractive movie trailer for a house. So if you've done a really good job of that and you've promoted it so that on opening day, you have all these people that want to go and see the house, yeah, your chances of selling it quickly are vastly improved. And is there a chance to do that next year? Absolutely. Because most agents don't go through the process of quote-unquote pre-marketing a house. So you have all these folks, again, going back to my original comment here, you have all these folks that want to buy. You have all these folks that would sell if they could find something they could buy. But there's no instrument other than a productive real estate agent with a high-producing team to connect those people. So if you want to know what's going on out there, talk to a real estate agent. Going back to some of these trends in 2020 that I think are going to continue to, be discussed and talked about, will be, let's just talk about the tech impact on real estate. Let's take a quick break and let's come back and let's talk about how this process of buying, selling, and investing in real estate is changing for the better and for the worse, supported by technology. All that and more as the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show continues here on the Big Talker, 1250 WTMA and WTMA.com. And if you want to call into the studio, 843-556-1250. We'll be right back.
Hear the Brian Beatty Real Estate Show every Saturday morning at 9 and each Sunday morning at 10 on 1250 WTMA and WTMA.com.